Alright, here you get a look at all my toys at once. The '05 Escalade, which is done now. The red Grand Prix is getting ready to go bye-bye. The black Tahoe I'm working on. I got to put a power steering pump and rear wheel cylinders on it. 97 Blazer, the S10 Blazer over there is still not finished. It may not get finished because part of the agreement with getting this was getting rid of that, the Grand Prix, and my other two project trucks over here. This is my '06 Cummins turbo diesel. Yeah, I got it stuck. Our yard's a muddy mess, as I've mentioned time and time again in my videos. But I come home today and determined she wasn't going to sit there no more. If you see right there beside the blue Blazer, or the blue Blazer, geez, might as well be a Blazer, the blue Escalade, it was parked right beside it and it was stuck right there. You can see the trails. I got home, determined it was coming out one way or another, even if I had to hook a chain to it with my white Escalade and pull it out. Spun clear back around behind the blue Escalade and the red Pontiac there, and then backed it up and swung it around here. I was spinning like mad the whole time too. But I've already done some customizations to this thing. LED taillights, LED third brake light, and you're probably not going to be able to see it too well. Yeah, see, I spun half the yard up in my fender well right there. I have to take a shovel and scoop it all back out. But I'll tell you what, I had that old turbo just a whistling too, boy. But aftermarket headlights, and I got some aftermarket fog lights too, but I haven't put them in. For starters, I haven't put them in yet. That's the standard light. The reason I haven't put the oh, that's nice. People can't appreciate the fact that I'm trying to film down here. But the reason I haven't put the halo projector headlights in, or fog lights in, I know, babe. My dogs are losing their stuff. Get down. Well, the reason I haven't put them in is because these actually have regular car headlights in them, and they're plenty bright. That kind of concerns me, because usually if he's target practicing, there's more than one shot. Kind of makes me wonder. Not enough to go down there, of course. I'm not stupid, but yeah, see, hood looks all nice and shiny, and the truth of the matter is, clear coat's peeling off. Right, 3 spots. So the hood's got to be redone. Don't know what this is. Looks like somebody just poured acid on the fender or something and just let it run its way down. Ate the clear coat on the way. But yeah, oh, and I did put these. This is the first customization I did to every vehicle I got. White one's got it. Blue one's got it. Michael's white truck going over there had it. Tahoe had it, but Tahoe's got some issues, so we're putting him back together slowly. But this one's got the Mega Cab vent visors, and they work flawlessly. I'm completely happy with this truck so far. I would have been happier, honestly, if it were a 4-wheel drive, but to be truthful, it wouldn't have kept me from getting stuck over there, 4-wheel drive or not. It's got good tires on it, that kept me from getting stuck any worse than I was. And I ain't even used, haven't even used a quarter of a tank of fuel in this thing yet. I filled it up at the gas station just down the road from the dealership that I bought this thing from, and drove it clear home. I want to say probably like 60 miles maybe, the way we went. And it just now came, I drove it to work yesterday, and it just came off of the full mark yesterday on the way home. So yeah, I'm plenty happy with it. Anyway, that's all I got for now. That's my new toy, my pulling rig. She's gonna be a little more present in the vlogs than some of my other vehicles have been, because it's a purpose bought vehicle, and I plan on using it for that purpose quite a bit. So, because we got some stuff that needs done around the house here, things that need hauled off, things that need fixed, and this little jewel right here is going to help quite a bit with all of it. Yep, I went over to the dark side. Oh. I had no idea this motor was this huge. I'd seen Cummins diesels before. Of course, most of it I'd seen were the 12 valve. This is a 24. And I'm ready already to start modding this bad boy. Got fairly newer batteries in it. It's got supposedly a K&N air filter according to that. Shows it right there. But I'm not real sure this is K&N. That is, but I'm not sure about this. And there's something I want to increase the size of fairly quickly too. Along with that exhaust that goes all the way back at 4 inches wide. I just think that would be cool. Put me what my neighbor calls a douche tip on here. Great big old 5 or 6 inch tip on the end of the muffler. It's kind of weird how the valve cover steps down like that. Guess they had to do that to fit it into the firewall. But trying to make sure if there's nothing I missed. What's this? FIP-K second generation. K&N Engineering, Riverside, California. Okay, I'll have to find out what that's about. I have no clue, to be honest. Most of the stuff on this truck, I have no clue, to be honest. One of these days I'll learn how to work my doggone cameras. Here's the power sliding window. Cheap thrill, I guess. Yeah, once you look at the mileage this sucker's getting, 17.3 miles to the gallon last night coming home. That's unheard of. I'm gonna see if my neighbor's home or not yet. Trying to stay out of the mud as much as I can. Oh yeah, the jack tools are just floating around in here. Found them underneath the driver's seat or passenger seat last night. I love that turbo whistle. I'm not really much of a turbo fanatic, but just something about hearing that little high-pitched hiss coming out from under the hood and knowing that it means more power. I just think it's just the greatest thing. I don't even think he's even home. I got 2 Ford 7.3s. Now I'll give him one thing. He's got 2 7.3 liter Ford trucks. And he kind of keeps up with them. I mean, any repairs they need, of course, obviously he does. But neither one of them are home. They're both gone. It's kind of weird because that Ford right there is almost the exact same color as my Escalade. Not a Ford color, because that's actually a green color. It's listed as green. I don't remember the first part of the title anymore, but that's a 7.3 heavy duty power stroke. Ooh. Actually, they both are, and he's had a lot of luck with both of them. I don't know whose POS F-150 that is over there, but I approve of the 7.3s because they're good motors, good trucks. But when it comes to that 150, nope. It's like my middle daughter's boyfriend swears that he's got a nice truck, just a super nice truck. Then he tells me it's got a 6.4. I'm like, no, that's not a super nice truck. Super nice truck would have been a 7.3. Oh well. Since he's got the door blocked, I can't come over here and change my oil in the Escalade either, so kind of screwed for things to do this afternoon. I guess I could go ahead and get the some more of the yard cut and yank that riding mower out of the weeds from my buddy Chuck for helping me paint my truck. I promised him a while back. Been about 2, maybe almost 3 weeks ago now. But that's all I got for this for now. So, if you would, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be doing a lot more videos on this thing because there's a lot of stuff I want to do to it. Not just customizations. I mean, just a lot of different, like, cleanup type stuff for starters. and we'll take it from there. And I really hate pulling out of here because people come, like me, come flying over that hill at Mock Chicken, and we'll take you out. Of course, there's a school bus back there now, so not quite so bad, I'm sure. But I gotta go let the pups out and let them use the bathroom and get my evening started. Man, this thing swings wide. It's kind of got to, as long as it is. But anyway, I thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And you have a great afternoon. I'll talk to you again in the next one. Take y'all on a quick little ride with me. Now this thing's got me a little confused, and the people that have one of these might be able to shed some light on this. But this truck has got a tow haul mode and an overdrive mode. I think it's overdrive off mode, actually, because when you push it, see right there, it's saying tow haul mode down there next to the, it says tow haul in case it's not real clear, which it doesn't look like it is. And then overdrive off. Oh, okay, never mind. I get it. Duh, I didn't see the off before. Okay. But I still don't get what the difference is with the overdrive and tow haul. I thought tow haul was what controlled the overdrive and had it shift out at different points. Yeah, this is the basic one. This isn't the decked out Laramie. But it's still a good truck. All but the loose jack parts that are just rolling around in the back. That's gotten on my last nerve already. This thing drives and shifts solid. I mean, it's... And I love that whistle. Didn't hear that whistle so much in my dad's truck because oh dear God, I hate this area just because of all these idiots pull way the heck out there and then swing to make the lane. But Dad's truck, the turbo was down a lot lower in the engine compartment than this one is. It's like almost down below the muffler, or in that area anyway. Like way down close to the frame. This one's kind of a little set about midway, like just above the frame, but right there even with the side of the block. I do have some concerns. Part of the concerns are the paint, for starters. Of course, I do want to protect it, so I will be doctoring the paint, if not just completely all out repainting it later on. Because, you know, I can't have a vehicle that's rusted or that the paint's just blowing off of it. It drives me nuts. Kind of weird because I've had a few car stereo systems that I hooked up screwed up, didn't have a very good ground, and I would have paid somebody any amount of money in the world to help me get a ground set up that would keep that noise from happening. And then here I buy a truck that makes that noise naturally as part of the normally running. I don't know, maybe I kind of missed it and just didn't realize it. But she pulls along. Like I said, I'm perfectly happy with the way this thing runs and drives. Now I did get a code pop up on it, but as you see, I was able to erase it and it stayed gone. But when I first got this thing, I took off in it, and it gave me a 2609 or P2609 error code, which was the intake air heater. And I'll put a little graphic up here to show you what it exactly is and where it's located. Shouldn't be nothing to swap it out. And of course, I say that now, and I've never gotten underneath the hood of a diesel truck except to check the oil or transmission fluid. But just from what I've seen, I did watch a couple YouTube videos this morning, and just what I've seen, it did not look like it would be that hard to switch this thing out. There's a little snorkel deal that comes up and then over and down into the intake manifold. A couple of the places that I can get this part from, one of them being the dealership, which ain't happening. Dealership wants $400 for it. Actually, $409 plus tax. That's not to install it. That's just for the part. And it'll take them like 3 or 4 days to get it, which is about normal. No big deal. I can get it for $230, I think $239 from O'Reilly's. They'll have it next day. AutoZone can't get it at all, and I haven't checked Advance yet, or eBay. I know, because of the way things are, I know to watch the stuff I get off of eBay. So when I look it up on eBay, I'll be using the dealer part number instead of just 2006 2500 Dodge Cummins turbo diesel air heater. But and that stereo's got to go. That's the factory stereo, and it is the biggest turd of a radio that I've ever seen put in a vehicle. Hardly, I mean, it gets some volume, but it sounds like crap. So why even bother? I'll pull that thing out and put it up for sale on eBay or Craigslist or something just to get rid of it. $5 or $10. Give me something decent to throw in here, like a Kenwood or an Alpine or something. Don't really care about Alpine since they're only they're Apple only. They don't cater to, unless something's changed, they don't cater to Android at all. The last ones that I installed were iPhone only. They did not install or did not work hands-free with the Bluetooth through Android. Oh, and there's what my dog was after the other day. You should have seen him hopping after those doggone doves. They were all out in the field out here. And I don't know if you guys have ever played duck hunt or not and seen the dog just flying through the woods, jumping. But that's what my dog was doing. He'd jump, 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 and just out of nowhere, just go flying, and it was just hilarious to watch. But anyway, well, I'm home. You guys got to go for a little ride with me on this one. Clearing out my phone so I'll have room to make more videos on the phone too, since my CX220 is dying on me. I'm actually tempted to go online and see if I can find another one of those in brand new shape for sale. Wow. Yeah! That was just too good of a camera to just let it die and not try to get another one. God, this thing's a beast. 50-mile long truck, aisle tube. Actually, it's not as bad as it could be, but it does have a full-size bed. Full-size bed and an oversized cab. Well, the first thing I need to do is get some water and scrape that off, that glue, and then wipe all this other stuff off that's still sticky. That's glue that's still there, but I haven't wiped it off yet. But the way I pulled the tent off, it's not streaked. You can see through it still. But this thing kind of stops on a dime. Of course, it starts on a dime too. You got to turn the key. Now, the only time it turns over more than twice is when you first crank it up cold. It'll do the da 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 boom, and there you go. After you've let the glow plugs warm up. Then when you take off after that, every time you stop and go to start the truck again, it fires right up. First try every time. Nice and smooth, and away you go. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I got a bunch of videos to edit up since I got this thing. I have not done any. So, first things first, I'm going to go in and let my pooches out. Let them do their business. And then get out here and get to changing oil. And now that I've got another wrench to do it with, I have no clue where my stupid wrench keeps going. This is now my third of these oil wrenches. To be honest, this one actually feels a lot more sturdy. It doesn't really need to. All it has to do is grab an oil filter and let you turn it to loosen it. But this is the third of these that I've bought. And I have no stinking clue where I put them. I'm going to look in my toolbox in the kitchen and see if maybe I stashed them in there, because that's the only other place I can think that I might have put them. Anyway, again, that's all I got for now. thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you would, hit the like button for me. Thank you for joining me and listening to my drivel. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.